All right, so we will have some examples. And hopefully you kind of remember this from last year. Example number 1. I'm going to help you out with the first few and then kind of let you go. All right. If we have something like 2c plus 2 equals 10. 2c plus 2 equals 10. We are going to start with our first step, which is our barrier. We are going to start with our first step, which is our barrier. We are then going to distribute, to which you should tell me, Miss Davy, there is nothing to distribute. To then, I would say, go on to combine like terms, to which you should tell me, there are no like terms to combine, Miss Davy. To which I respond, then isolate the variable by doing the opposite. So, I'm going to circle my term with my variable. The number that is on the same side that's not in that term is my 2. So I need to do the opposite. What is the opposite of plus 2? Minus 2. And the reason I have my barrier is because I need to make sure that I do that on both sides. That leaves me with 2c on the one side and 8 on the other side. 10 minus 2 is 8. Then I still need to isolate. The variable is not alone. So c is what I want to get alone. When two numbers are next to each other, what operation is that? Multiplication. So the inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide. So I would divide by 2 on both sides. That leaves me with a plain c. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now my last step, since I isolated my variable, is to check. So I write my problem, and in place of c, I put what we say c equals, and see if that equals 10. So order of operations says multiply before add. So 8 plus 2, that equals 10. 10 equals 10. This is my answer. All right, let's try one. Let's try another one. This one may be a little bit harder. That's A-okay. This may be a little bit harder. That is A-okay. All right. Number two is going to be P over negative 3 plus 7 equals 10. P over negative 3 plus 7 equals 10. So start with your barrier. Is there anything to distribute? No. Is there anything to combine? No. So let's circle the term with the variable, and then let's do the opposite. All right? So this needs to be moved. What is the inverse of that? Minus 7. The inverse of plus 7 would be minus 7. This cancels out, leaving me with P over negative 3. 10 minus 7 is a positive 3. What's happening between these two now? They're being divided. So the inverse of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. This cancels out. I'm left with P equals negative 9. I'm left with P equals negative 9. And if I check that real fast, because I'm running out of time, negative 9 divide negative 3 plus 7 equals 10. 3 plus 7 equals 10, and that is true.